Hey, I'm back. I am back. I've deleted the other live blog because it did good. So anyway, I am Miss Serena Shooting Star and I'm back with another blog. How is everybody doing? The weather is not as hot as before. Let's just get that straight. It's got a little bit cold, but then it went hot in the afternoon. So it's kind of changing. So I suggest cardigans, people. Make sure you have your cardigan with you and put it on when you get slightly cold. Um, Today I would like to talk about the fact that R&B has been dead for a couple of years, and I really miss it. I really miss it because R&B music has a lot of soul, and I just feel like we need our soul back. And R&B music can bring some people, some soulless people, some soul. So yeah, I was just saying, why did they kill off R&B and how it became to be killed off? Now, let me just get something straight. Here in the UK, R&B music has been taken over by white artists, and I don't know whether you call it soul music, but it's not the same as black R&B soul. They may have attempt to have soul, but it's not the kind of soul that, soul music that R&B usually is. And we all know that great black female artists make great R&B singers, and black music female artists have just disappeared in the UK at the moment. It's almost like it's a pre-planned attack on soul music. Come to think of it, black male soul singers have also disappeared. Instead, we've got hip hop and rap and grime. So, I just think that we need some soul music. The godfather of soul would be so upset, literally, seeing his music, not being represented by the young generation. Where are all the R&B and soul artists? Surely people have some soul left inside of them, you know? We don't need this aggressive, hard hip hop music. Sometimes people need some soul, and we need our soul stars and our R&B stars. So, we really need to revive R&B from the grave, bring it back to life. So, I just thought I'll talk about that and how the world needs some soul music. Before we had Marvin Gaye, and we need a equivalent of Marvin Gaye. I don't really call John Legend a soul singer. I'm sorry, I don't like John Legend. I think he's annoying. He doesn't have much soul, and yeah, I don't consider him a soul artist. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't like what's his name, John Legend. I just don't like him. He's arrogant. With him and his piano, real soul artist. Miguel is a good soul singer. Um, Again, with him, it's like they tried to market him as too ladish manish, and yeah, he's still good. So yeah, we need more new, fresh, young soul singers. Where are they? We need some fresh blood. Literally, we need some new fresh blood. And yeah, so I would like to move on to what's been happening in this past week. Okay, now let's start off with England. They did very well to get to the semi-final, and they played extremely well. Um, they obviously got very tired towards the second half of the match against Croatia. And can I just talk about Croatia? Croatia is a country that literally was created above, I think the original country wasn't it Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, one of those regions, but it's a country that just literally took the port over another country, literally, and got their independence. But yeah, Croatia had been in a lot of wars, but they've always had a strong football team, and judging by the other yesterday, you could clearly see that they're massive, tall, lanky men, with a lot of experience in playing football. whereas the England team are extremely young. I think the average age is like 23, so they just couldn't match up to these experienced, massive older men, really. So, but they did well, to get to this stage, and if they had a bit more confidence as the older Czech, was it Croatian players, they may have won, but because of their age, they don't have as much confidence. It's just the age thing, isn't it? The older you are, the more wiser you are, the more confident you are. So yeah, and I also felt like the managers should have changed the team when they got tired. So like got more younger more fresher players on the pitch to revive the game, like what the Czech manager, is he Czech? Sorry, Croatian manager did with his team. So yeah, well, they did very well to get up to this stage, and a lot of people were saying how England team united a lot of people in the UK, in England, and it's true, it did unite the people, and it seems like that's the only good news that we've had since this whole Brexit thing. And I would like to move on to another topic, which is apparently Donald Trump is in the UK. He must have flown here today. I heard a couple of choppers going over my head. I don't know if it's him, but yeah, I heard some heavy military um, helicopter flying over London, and apparently he's going to the north of England. Apparently so, but yeah, he's currently in the UK, and I think I mentioned it in my last vlog, but there's a campaign to have a balloon of Donald Trump with a nappy and a dummy in his mouth, and I just find it so disappointed that our mayor is caught up in all that, and I just think it's really childish, and they shouldn't really do that. Don't know what they're trying to prove, but apparently there's going to be a protest march, and Piers Morgan was on Good Morning Television today, and this activist, she's an Indian. I mean, she could practically pass as a black African because she's one of the really dark Indians that are really treated badly in India. Well, the original Indians, but she's very dark. But she was on TV this morning talking about Donald Trump and how she's going to protest. And Pierce did have a point. Why didn't she protest for Barack Obama? He's not that great. And it's just like they had this huge argument on the television program. The girl was just like, I don't like how they use dark skinned women to make a point, and I don't like that because I feel like, again, that's very political that they used her to be like the mouthpiece of anti Trump. I just think people need to be careful what they protest about. Don't just, be used as a foot soldier for a cause. So I can understand why Pierce was annoyed with her because you know, she should also protest about Obama. He's not exactly that great. Why is she there? And then she started going angry. I don't agree with Obama. I'm a socialist. I'm a communist. It's like, okay, she just takes it to another level, really. But yeah, that was quite interesting to watch earlier on today. So yeah, there's supposed to be like a protest march. It's quite pathetic, really. In fact, I don't even mind going to see him wherever he is, just, hello. When Barack Obama was here, had a wave, hello, that was it. But protesting, really? Like, what's the point? Um, that's not going to make a difference. He's already the president of America. And to be honest, he's not a bad president. He's better than Obama. That's my personal opinion. Um, Trump is an American patriot. He stands up for his country, and I sometimes you just have to sort of question the anti-media campaign against him, because if they're so against him, then you have to question why are they so against him, and this whole balloon over Parliament is just ridiculous. There's no need to have a balloon of anybody floating on Parliament. It's really childish. So, as that rapper said, how low can you go? Because that's just unnecessary. So, another thing I want to talk about is Sadiq Khan. Oh, oh my God, he's such a kiss ass. He's so annoying. He launched this whole, behind every great city campaign on the internet to try and attract Silicon Valley to come to London. But so basically, behind every great city is a hashtag. Yeah, behind every great city is a campaign to try and get like the American massive $1 million, $1 billion tech scene to move over to London. So this was his campaign of trying to win them over. So he did like a hashtag campaign. First of all, whoever is his campaign manager needs to be sacked, because they just featured only these Americans that live in London, and they were being interviewed, and they're like, "We love London, it's great." So they interviewed like all these Americans, African American, a couple African American, the rest all white American. We love London, it's a great city, to invest. But they didn't mention any black British tech startups, and quite a few people were really annoyed about that. And they wrote an open letter to Sadiq Khan why he did that, why he completely erased Londoners. And I've said it before, if you go back to my previous blogs, I feel like Londoners are being ignored yet again, and Sadiq Khan did that again. Just, first of all, it's Londoners that voted for you. Why would you ignore them and try and kiss ass to Silicon Valley like that? Pretending like there's no other tech startup. What about British tech startups? Why is it? It's just the whole campaign was just ridiculous. And I know that one of his, is it nighttime, I don't know, minister or whatever she is, she's American. She has no connection with Londoners. It's all about bringing her friends over. And, again, this is, Sadiq Khan really needs to stand up and find out, what kind of campaign is being ran, because that was well out of order, really. I watched it and I was like, oh my God, it was just so alienating and gentrified and exclusion everywhere. And, there's just no need for it. He forgot to mention all the other diverse tech startups that are in London, but he made it sound like they don't exist. And I just think that was wrong. So, yeah. Another thing I would like to talk about is Samira from Love Island. She's finally had enough of that crappy show, and the show trying to make her look so bad that she quits. But I just feel like she went there to actually get love. Like what? I think she was the only one who went there to, everyone else was there to get famous. And come on, Samira, where was your game face? Why did you fall for it? Like the guy that you supposedly like, Frankie, clearly went there to be famous. So it's got nothing to do with love. He will go for the supposedly attractive girl in society at that time, not because he loves her, but because he wants to create that image that he likes her, and he knows that he'll get famous over it. But I can guarantee um, when she's out, when the camera's off and she's just at home, Frankie will be calling her for a date. So it's just, you know, I hate this whole, oh, nobody likes Samira, like trying to pity her. It's just pathetic. It's a game. Everyone's in there to win and, to advance their career. She should have done the same thing. Shouldn't have taken them seriously. Should have just gone in there, have fun, and get her followers and, exactly what everybody else is doing in there, and just, you know, leave. But I think that she had so much negative energy from the show, trying to make her look bad, and from the public who were falling for it and just chatting crap. Just leave the girl alone. Let her live, man. She looks good. She's got her followers, and if she does hate it that much, and let her leave. She's left now. So, but it's just again, it just shows that you're not supposed to, in this country, they don't like black girls thriving or shining. Like, they have a major problem against it. She's a West End actress. She could clearly be an actress. It's not a problem. She should, but I think at that age, to have that kind of pressure put on you by all these haters, because that's what they are. They're haters. It was a bit unnecessary, so I can understand why she quit. But at the same time, she did try and get a bit of recognition, and she's the only genuine person in there that tried to find love. And does anyone look genuine in there? No, clearly not. Only there for themselves. So yeah, that's the issue with her there. And another thing I would like to talk about is I'm just trying to think what I could talk about. What's happening in London? Yeah, apparently Drake, he dropped an album called The Scorpion. It's supposed to be quite good. And he performed at the Wireless Festival, and he let all these grime artists come on stage and perform with him. Drake has always been, a fan of UK grime music. I think that's so cool. He really promoted them, to be where they are, and I like the fact that he's always liked it. And yeah, so Drake turned up, did his thing, promoted his new album, and while he was here in the UK, he came over to see his ex-girlfriend play tennis. That's Serena Williams. So I think that's so cool. He came to support her. She's clearly moved on, had a baby, and trying to get her number one spot. I think she's so dedicated. I love Serena Williams. I love her dedication. I wish her well. She's a good person. And that's why she keeps winning. She keeps winning. So yeah, a very good role model she is, Serena Williams. I do like her. And another thing I would like to talk about is it's weird, like how YouTube stars are becoming more famous than TV stars, isn't it? It's like people that put their blog out there are starting to get really famous and making news, and soon all the magazines will be going on YouTube to get information about certain YouTube stars. And isn't that weird? It just shows that, people have more interesting content than what is scripted by all these media companies. So isn't it weird how it's all changing? Social media and influencers, as they're called, because they influence the public. But there's also a lot of influencers who make a lot of money out of promoting certain products, and I just think good on them. Wow. But it must be quite tiring to keep that image, because then all these products will sort of control you in a way. That you have to be a certain way. You're not really truly free to express yourself. As one influencer said, the minute she starts talking about racism, the people that pay her to promote stuff are not interested, not happy. So they're all these influencers are kind of not free to express themselves, if you know what I mean. They're sort of, getting all the money and everything and all the brand, but they're not really free to express themselves. And I just think that's quite sad, because there's nothing better in this world than expressing yourself freely. I would like to talk about another influencer who there's quite a few I've seen, like, because it's great because you get to see different type of YouTube stars. Whenever you feel like seeing everyday reality of raising children, you get to see one blog. Then you have another one who's newly married or engaged, and it's just nice to see their lives, and people can relate to it. And so people have different content, whatever suits their fancy. But what is really annoying is these annoying people that are on YouTube. Okay, all they do is just consume, but they never ever produce anything. They go on everybody else's YouTube video, make comments about how, oh, you could do this, you could do that. But you go on their page, nothing. They've just got one stupid picture, and yet they go on other people's YouTube video insulting the way that someone looks, chatting crap about someone. And it's just like these people who just consume. I call them, it's just so greedy. You're consuming someone's content and judging it when you don't have nothing to show. Where is your content? Why don't you have anything to say? Why don't you just record yourself and just talk about something? You know, who are you to go around watching other people's content and insulting them, especially women, and comparing yourself to other women when you don't have jack crap to talk about anybody else? And then there's these annoying trolls that pretend to be black and go on black people's posts, YouTube videos, and saying, I'm black and I don't think like that. Like, you're not black. Stop lying. You need to stop lying. You're not black. Stop pretending to be something and then going on black people's YouTube channel to insult people. Those are just the worst trolls ever. And they're all over YouTube. So annoying. Anyway. So what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, that's it really. I just think a bit of soul music will be great. It really would. Some new R&B music will be great. Hashtag loving yourself. That's the new craze now. How about in this world where we just don't have to conform? We can just, just do things like the hippie life. I think the hippie life is quite great. Flower power, festival, sitting on the grass, not taking yourself too seriously. I think that's great. People should try it. You don't always have to conform. What's on Instagram, what's on YouTube. The really annoying pet peeve. Oh my god, especially with black YouTubers, they've got this new style of eating and video blogging. It's so annoying. Whose idea was that? It's disgusting. I'm trying to watch you and you're going, disgusting. You're so greedy. What if your mum watches that and sees such bad manners on video, recorded for life? Do we have to see spaghetti come out your mouth? Do we have to see you munch on a bloody kebab while you're telling us something? It's bad manners. It doesn't look nice. It's not cool. It's not fashionable. Stop eating and video blogging. I want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to hear you go on the microphone. Sorry if I'm annoying you. But really, nobody does. It's not cool. So whoever it is that's telling you to eat on a video, you are looking ridiculous. And I've only noticed it on the black YouTubers. What are black British ones especially? Stop eating and video blogging. It's not fashionable. It's not cool. Anyway, I am Miss Jarena Shooting Star. I have come back with another blog and I'll come back again. Bye.